Okay guys, really hope the mower noise isn't too much for you, but today I'm going to be diving into the front brakes on the white E30. I don't have rear calipers right now. I really just want to be able to have some sort of brakes, so whenever I finally fire this thing up, I can actually try and drive it. What I have here is a Wilwood triple master cylinder setup, which, if you don't know, looks a bit like this. Basically, I've got the brake and clutch pedal together on their own little setup here, and what it'll do is it'll leak brake fluid everywhere. That's what it'll do. Basically, the three master cylinders, these two are, I think they're, I can't remember what size they are. These two will be for the brakes, and they'll be their own separate circuit. They just come out of here. A fitting will come out of here, go to just the front brakes, and then this will come out to do just the rear brakes. And this guy right here, this is I left it loose because I have to rebuild it, but it's for the clutch, and it's a little bit bigger. I know it's a 3/4. I have been fighting getting these brakes set up. It's just been one thing after the other, because like I've said, like, this project's been a long journey. Basically, I bought this, and I bought this from Garagistic. They pre-made this this bracket to fit the whole setup, and then this actually bolts into the car right under the steering column. Just like it should. You can see it's all bare in here at the moment. And I actually installed this whole setup about, I want to say like 3, maybe 4 years ago now. So basically, I was just gonna film me trying to bleed this because I figured it was good to go, but it turns out that these master cylinders just went bad. I guess the rubber seals just deteriorated enough over time that they basically wouldn't move any fluid. So I got these rebuild kits off of Summit, and this is the 3/4. You can see out there the 3/4 rebuild kit for the clutch master cylinder. These other ones I cannot remember the size or the part number. I'll flash it on the screen for you guys though. But I've already rebuilt these two, and I was waiting to do this one, waiting for this kit to get in. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch me rebuild this, and then I'll go ahead and install this in the car, and then hopefully we'll be able to try and finally bleed the front brakes. Alright, so sorry I don't have a better angle for you guys to look at this, but basically you just pop the old boot off of here, and then inside is a snap ring. When you pop this out, there's a spring in here. It will want to shoot out. It can't really go that far, but don't have your eye down near this like I did the first time. It didn't get me, but it got pretty close. And yeah, basically we're just gonna get on down in here. And the kit actually comes with a new snap ring and push rod and the whole deal, but ooh, there it goes. Just a better safe than sorry sort of thing, because you never know. Snap rings off, you just pull it off, and you can see this is a double spring. Guess it's just standard on these 3/4 bores, but anyway. Well, it just wants to be in the video. Your time will come. I guess all brake work requires you to waste fluid. If you're an idiot like me. at least. Oh, and I was wrong on this kit. This particular kit for the 3/4 bore does not come with a new push rod and snap ring. So, oh yeah, it comes with a new snap ring at least, but save your push rod. And maybe you can see, like, I'm guessing that's just what happened to all these bores from, or all these master cylinders from sitting, is they just shrank, because you can see, you know, of course these are new. I doubt they've been in a master cylinder yet, but these are a little flared out and they're a little tougher than this guy. These feel really soft, and you know, they're visibly they're visibly narrower than these guys. So anyway, I'll take the new spring and stick it down in there. I'll go ahead and look inside of here. It says it in the instructions, you know, look for scoring and pitting and all that jazz. These look like they're okay. I'm gonna run it, and yep, the toughest part of this job is just putting the snap ring in and out, basically. And after that, you got it down in there, there's a new boot that it comes with. It's all crinkled up, and basically you just got to turn it back inside out like that. So, got it all bolted up and nice and painted. I don't know about nice paint, but it has paint now. It's sat in the car for like 3 years with nothing on it, and surprisingly only had a little bit of surface rust. Like, surprisingly, it only had a little surface rust like here at the mounting points. But so yeah, we'll go ahead and bolt it back up and see if we can get it bled this time. So in the car, I said I did this a long time ago, but basically you take the booster out and all that, and what you're left with is just a lot of empty space. But you can see these holes up here. That is where these 3 holes come in, where you put the bolts through to secure it to whatever the heck went right here. I really can't remember. And then you also have to drill 3 holes up here. You can see the light shining through on my finger. You can kind of see better right here. You had to make these 3 holes, and it's easier to drill these from like going this angle if you can figure out a way to mark it. And when you get this kit, at least if you go with Garagistic stuff, which I do recommend, you'll get these. There'll be like 3 boxes of them, for one for each of the master cylinders, and they come with, I think it was these big guys right here that were pre-installed on them, but can't install them because of where the assembly actually sits. So they also come with these smaller remote mount ones, and I just cut down a piece of angle iron, and basically you can see the hole on this side. There's one over here too where I put a bolt through, and I really don't like how flimsy that is, but it'll work for now until I can try and get this stuff bled. But if I decide that it's not good enough, I'll just go back and change it. There's a couple of options I can try and reinforce it, but that's for another day. Alright, I'm at a point where I think I can finally get this thing to bleed. This is a strange setup, but I can't believe it's sort of working. At least I hope it's working. Line ran from the caliper, and you can see the fluid moving. There she goes. No way this is working. I don't have a way to show that these work, but I think you'll just have to trust me. We finally I had a friend come over and I forgot to film, but we finally have everything hooked up. Surprisingly, it's not leaking. I mean, I don't think so yet anyway. I've only got this master cylinder set up so far. This one will be for the rears. I've got this idea from Taylor Ray. If you haven't seen his channel, you should definitely check him out, because I've learned a lot of stuff from watching him, and he's top-notch content for sure. But anyway, yeah, the idea I got from him is much like his C6 drift car he's building. He has the Tilton pedal box. His is a floor mount though, but basically it just separates the brake circuits, like one master cylinder for just the front brakes and another master cylinder for the rear brakes. And a really awesome thing about that, it's like when I set up the hydro e-brake in this car, I don't have to run 2 calipers, which is really great because I still don't have rear calipers for this car. And wouldn't you know it, they're more expensive than the fronts, and they're definitely going to be even more expensive because I don't have any cores to exchange. So yeah. And by the way, if I said it in the video already, but I thought these were M3 brakes, but then I went back and looked. It's like trusty eBay, thought that, like, they were listed as M3 brakes, but I'm sure plenty of people knew as soon as I said it, these are E36 like base model brakes. And so I thought they were, but after trips to the parts store and getting the wrong brakes a couple of times, turns out these are BMW Z3 brakes, which, I hear there's a lot of interchange between the E36 and the Z3s, but that's neither here nor there, because what's here is Z3 brakes, and they seem to be working. But yeah, I guess there's going to be more adjustment and stuff to go. I still need to do the rears and set up my line lock and the hydro brake, but anyway, that'll be in future video. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.